morning, everyone. I am so sorry. It has been a minute. I do want to just jump in and let you guys know that I have been very sick for the last couple days. I didn't want to just post a video and then have you guys go try to figure it out yourselves. Obviously, it's really hard to like figure it out without somebody kind of just going through what they're seeing and showing you. And like all of my videos, they're here to give you information that you possibly might not have and like help you decide on your own how you know what you can see. So I'm very transparent with what I use, what I'm going through. I'm actually going to go over with you guys right now just the sorry guys, like you're really up to hang in there with me today. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to make the live, but I want to get on here to give you guys, some of the information that I've been going through for the last couple of days. I did lose everything. My computer's crashed a couple times. It is what it is. I've been working on it this morning. I went to pull it up for the live. It was gone. So I have been working on it again this morning. So I just want you guys to see this is the footage that I'm going off of, and part of it, like I said, I'm transparent with all this. So what I wanted to go over with you guys while we're just watching this clip. So mind you, this clip is after, and this is not the edited one because obviously you can't see through all that. There is obviously a ton of controversy surrounding these cameras. I am sticking with the footage. I'm sticking with what I've seen. I'm sticking with verifying my own vehicle there. I'm sticking with everything I've found to be true to me. Like I said, agree to disagree. All these videos are on the bottom. They do have initials of who's the person that uploaded it from what I can find. Various videos from different cameras have different signatures on them. One of the things that I did notice is that, and I don't know if any of you guys saw my update, that Envy Energy, who is in charge of the Alder Hill camera, in June had spoke with I have it linked in that post. They had spoke with somebody, with Envy Energy, and they spoke with a news channel, and the news channel stated that they were going to be updating the cameras to put in, I believe it was infrared. Like I said, I don't feel well right now, so you guys are gonna have to stick it out with me. The thing is that the fact that your footage as well as ones has been able to be found in the archive shows this wasn't some fake website with bogus footage. Correct. So the thing is with the cameras, they were going to update them to infrared technology. I know a lot about cameras. I know a lot about FLIR infrared cameras. I don't know if they went with FLIR infrared cameras. That's not something I know, but I do know that it changes the different field of views, the clarity, the pixelation, obviously. So if they did upgrade them, that would make sense. Why do the cameras look much better now? I had high hopes that maybe the FBI had pulled them and were working on them themselves. I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't speak on that. I don't have that information yet. And everybody I've reached out to has not gotten back to me, but I've been very diligent in trying to get people to, just confirm that the cameras were changed, anything like that. But that's not, that's something I can't really go off of right now. I do want to take a second and let you guys know that Squirrel Girl has came out with a lot of information, and if you guys could check out some of the information on her channel, I would appreciate that. Quite a few of you guys are from there, and I really appreciate the time that she puts into things. Same with any of the other creators that I work with. Michelle's been huge on here, Archive Hound. Many of you have. Everybody, every comment, every anything is just so important, and the time you're taking to put effort into truly finding justice for Kylie and not giving up on her, and not just being so quick to say, okay, this is an accident. I see it now. It's an accident. That's exactly how people get forgotten, you guys. When people stop and they take the person out and they're just like, okay, well, I'm done with this. I can't prove anything further. There's always something else to prove. There's always something else to look into. There's always something that just like I've always said, if it seems like nothing, it could be everything. So I am willing to take my time out to dissect these videos and see, well, what's that light there, and where's that light going, and where's that headlight pointing, and stuff like that. And I will let you know that the video of me being out there, I am going to be dissecting that after the live, because I believe there's certain things in there I can even see on my own video. For instance, me walking in front of my vehicle and the change in the lights, because you can see where the lights fade out when I walk right in front of it. So there are different things that you can actually see. You will never be able to point out which vehicle is what and who was where, or who was what, and who, that's impossible, you guys. And anybody that wants to leave that as a comment, I fully understand, and I get where your comment's coming from, because it is impossible to tell whose vehicle was where. But guess what? We can piece together certain parts, and we can piece together the fact that that vehicle left, like you could see in that video just now, you could see the vehicle turning around the bend. That area, what it appears, was blocked off. So yeah, it is really hard to tell, and that's why you edit the videos, to kind of take out some of the lights in it, to try to make different variations where it might be just a little easier, because with that glare right there, it's really hard to see, you guys. And no, and Stella, that's not true. We don't know that. We'll never find out exactly what happened, because you know what, I'm still holding out hope that this is going to be treated as, in my heart, it should be. And as it should be is, it should not be treated like an accident. This is the video right here, you guys, just a quick little thing while I'm going over some stuff of the vehicle in question, and the vehicles going around the corner and meeting back up and then going back down. And we covered all that. And it's important to see. And mind you, when I show you these videos, because I tried to do like side by side, that wasn't working. So I did top and bottom. And what I did with that is I put a marker on where my vehicle is, and I kind of just left it there. Now I had to do little clips of my vehicle staying there, or putting my vehicle back in so it would kind of stay, and aligning all these is really, really difficult, but they're within the same literal vicinity. And these are all zoomed in the exact same amount. One thing I am having a hard time with is to me, it seems like the camera itself was zoomed out a little bit more on the night of that I went there. So I can't match it up identically, and with lighting and all that stuff, it's kind of, it's not kind of hard, it's really hard, you guys. So it does take a lot of hours. It does take a lot of time to try to like figure it out and place things. And it was really a defeating feeling this morning, getting up and not feeling well already. And then losing those videos and trying to kind of piece them back together as best I could, as quickly as I could, when I had already spent numerous hours on these. So I do want to go, jump right into that with you guys. I've left the markers up so it's easy for you guys. Like you can see, like I had to put clips, pause this part, and make this part go there, and then bring this back in. So it's a lot, you guys. Yeah, and the lights give me a headache too. It's really, really hard. And any of you guys that I haven't, obviously I'm looking at my video, but I thank you all for joining me. Let's see. Sammy knows what happened. That's why she's got a criminal defense attorney. And Cassandra, do you know that for sure? Like, I don't bring up people. I don't want to, throw anybody under the bus, but I would like to know if we, if that is for sure. Hi, Proud Creek Squad. Hi, KJM. Hi, Elaine. Hi, everybody just joining in. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this. Like I said, you guys, I don't really want to be on here a long time. And I had talked to Rob actually earlier about it, about possibly just doing, just a video. But I have told you guys, anything that I come up with that I think is important, I'll go over with you guys first. So I wanted to go ahead and do that to you first. And I don't know what a wrench is. What is a wrench? I don't know. Some of you guys are gonna have to help me out with this stuff. Okay, why isn't one seeing that even if an accident, Sam will still be charged with murder? She shared her alcohol with I left her drink. I don't want to read that out loud on there. Sorry. We'll eventually have Nick the tow trucker. Okay, so Charles, I've taken that out, honestly. I think, and I've said this a couple of times, I think it's going to be a case of mistaken identity. And, anybody can have their opinion on it. My opinion is still that it's going to be a case of mistaken identity. And that's where I am with that. So back to one thing I did want to say about Squirrel Girl, because I kind of got distracted, is that she has put up a $5,000 reward, and that's from her own personal money, and that's just an effort to get justice for Kylie. So I will put a link to her channel. And Rob, if you could do that, I don't know what mods I have on here right now. If you need me to slow chat, please tell me. If you could put a link to her page, because she really is digging in there, and she's getting some of the information that, that's just really super important right now, you guys. She's uncovered some things right now that was entrusted to her, and it 100% basically supports. I mean, I can't say, because I'm not gonna speak on unless I can show you guys. But I mean, she has some stuff that it supports foul play theory, and it's potentially tangible evidence. So I personally have reviewed it, and I think it's 110% correct. We've been, there's just some things that once we get the okay, we'll go over with you guys. So I just want to, I want to put that out there, you guys. So follow her, because she does bring up some things, and then she puts her feelers out. She gets to the bottom of some of the things that you guys have questions about. And so I really, if you know my channel, you know that I don't bring up names. I don't do stuff like that. It's not me. It's not what I want to do with my channel. I want to make sure that you guys have the information you need. You guys can see, from a different perspective and all that stuff. So this is, I want to keep respect in this. So I want everybody to be respectful to each other, and I want everybody to be respectful to people that are involved. So I will not bring up names. I have vouched for Jagger before. I see that in the comments right now a lot. Yeah, I do know. I did see the comment. I personally do not think Jagger was involved. I do not. I haven't. And when I saw him, as I've said many, many times, I saw him across the lake. I saw his emotion. I felt it. I don't feel like he's involved. We can agree to disagree. I don't think he's involved. So let me go ahead and get into this with you guys, so you can see, what I've found with this footage. So it's hard, you guys. I don't have a way to zoom it in more or any of that good stuff. I really wish I did, but I do have some points on here. And like I said, with taking Vogue out of the equation, it's in no way, shape, or form trying to discredit AWP. I just feel like it's a case of mistaken identity. And then that's, I think, what's going to come out of that. That's just, agree to disagree, a personal opinion. And let's get going on this video, you guys. So I've marked it as well as I can. It's going to be dots. That's all it can be. I'm going to take this comment and put a comment up. I'm going to take it down so you guys can see the whole thing, okay? So here we go. Now, one thing, I believe this one, because like I said, I had to put it together this morning, and I don't ever like coming on here unprepared, because it's hard. But you can see, the channel, all this matches up, the mountain matches up as best I can. But you're going to have to pay attention to these, because I kept those on there. So right here, this is my personal vehicle. This beginning part is this is the night in question. And then you'll see where my vehicle goes. So that was that area we were talking about possibly being blocked off. This is where the vehicles kind of go back, I believe, or go their other ways. I'm not even sure. This might even be after, because I believe, no, this is after, because no, this is not. I'm sorry, you guys. Like I said, bear with me. I don't feel good. Okay, so right here is where Like I said, I cannot perfectly line these. This is where the sanctuary is. This is where I think this vehicle is on the beach down here. This is where my vehicle is on the edge, right where the vehicle Kylie supposedly drove her, CRV in, which I just. Hi, Sleuthy. Hi, everybody just joining you guys. Okay, so they're pretty lined up, you guys. The car goes away. This vehicle just, once again, just hanging out here. So right up here, and the lights are, you have to remember, there's all these lights that we're still trying to figure out. And then they go up, they're going to go around the bend. I want you guys to see what happens after, though. Like I said, I had this video, just the bottom part done, where Kylie's car supposedly goes in the water from her driving. And then we noticed right here around the corner that, those vehicles that were stopped, there's still this vehicle up here, you guys. This vehicle didn't go anywhere until these ones left. And that in itself is just really, really strange. That vehicle looked like it was like waiting up there the whole time. And if you look, there's still more lights. There's still different lights up there, you guys. So this is where I ended the live kind of last time, is that these vehicles meet back up right here. One goes this way, one goes back down this way. And then we're going to get into the next video, which is after. So you guys see, obviously this is moved because this is a second clip of me pulling my vehicle back into the edit, So, obviously this is going to move a little, but they're pretty lined up. If you look at the mountain peaks, if you look at that, it's pretty lined up, you guys. I don't get why people can't agree to disagree. The video does nothing to solve Kylie's case. Upside down, I agree to disagree too. So let's agree to disagree right now. So the way I'll put it is that the video does not solve anything. You're right, and I've gone over that. It won't solve who was there. It won't solve how long. Obviously we could slow it down. We can probably get some idea on how long it took for them to drive down there, or whoever to drive down there, whatever. It doesn't say who, obviously, correct. But what it does show, it does show multiple vehicles being around. It does show multiple vehicles going back to that area. It does show multiple vehicles blocking an area that a car had to drive through to drive into the water. So I don't know what I'm not moving on. I'm not dropping it. A lot of people have dropped it. They really have, and I'm not. I'm 100% not dropping it. So, like I said, we can agree to disagree, and that's totally fine. People are gonna see it how they want to see it, and some people have completely been okay with just taking it as an accident. I'm not one of them, and I won't be. So I'm still going to put out my videos, blurry, not blurry, can see it, can't see it. It's all at the end of the day, if it does anything to bring justice to Kylie, then I'm here for it. Then I'm gonna spend my time on it. Then I'm gonna do all of that. That's the goal here, is to make sure that something didn't get missed, because it took me 6 times to watch this video to even see that vehicles separated, met back up, and went back down there. So it's really hard to see it any differently, and that's fine. Like I said, agree to disagree, totally agree to disagree. Okay, so anyways, my vehicle is right here. That vehicle went back down there. So now we're going to go into more, because look, that vehicle was down there, right? We saw the lights turn off, but we also saw the lights turn back on also. So, oh, right there, the lights went right back on. And you guys can replay this in the live too. Like I said, I have to make this short today. It's struggle for me to even be talking right now, you guys. I just don't have it in me. So there, the vehicle lights are back on, you know. Mind you, we're looking up here because this is my vehicle. This is just for you guys to have a visual of where vehicles are. There's one right up here. Another light. And then we're going into the next video. And this is at, let me go back to that so you guys can see what time, because like I said, I want to be transparent with you guys. This vehicle starts at 12:55. So 31 minutes after, we'll go 30 because no, we'll go 32 minutes after the vehicle supposedly went in. Okay, remember I told you I'm putting clips back again so you can see where my vehicle would be. So there's still vehicles out here, you guys, just so you know, there's still people out here, not 200 to 300 cars, not in any way, shape, or form. But what's down here is the question. I wish I could keep it like that the whole time, man. Because there's a vehicle leaving right there. And then I don't know if you guys saw this flash, but there's a vehicle right here again, you guys. And yes, I can give you the date and time and all that stuff. I've tried sending it to somebody. It didn't send. So I don't know if I have to zip it. I don't know, but I do have these videos off of. But you guys see there's still right down here in this area that's right by where the vehicle supposedly went in. There's lights down here. It's not one. It's not two. There's multiple lights that go through this area. Like they're still out there. And look, they're going around that bend right there. So, I mean, it's just really hard for me to, I mean, look, they're going back in that direction. I mean, it's just really hard to not see that there's vehicles down in this exact area after. Like, I don't understand like how I'm supposed to see it any differently. There's not even just one, like multiple vehicles. And so that's where I run out of this footage. But like I said, I had to quickly try to put this back together because the lights were, that video got deleted. But there's multiple vehicles after the fact that go back down to the same area. And so that's where I'm having a really hard time, is that how do you not pay attention to the vehicles after? So this is 30 minutes after. So either that vehicle sat down there, because in that video that we were watching, I never saw another vehicle go down there. So that vehicle either sat down there doing something for 30 something minutes and then decides to leave. I'm not sure. But there is no possible way there were no other vehicles around. And that's where I'm having a really hard time with, you guys. I'm going to play this from the start so you guys can watch it while I go through some of these comments. Let's see what everybody's saying. Trevor, police aren't perfect, and the media have long been known to uncover corruption. Yes, and that's the thing, is that's why I got involved, because I didn't want Kylie to end up like any of, you know, my friends or my friends' friends or kids that I went to school with that were just acquaintances, or I didn't want anybody to end up like that. And obviously I can't, you know, I can't fix everything. I can't figure out everything on my own, and that's why we're all here together, is to try to come up with, you know, okay, well, this doesn't add up. So now will people speak? I mean, basically Squirrel Girl is saying right now, if you come out and speak on this, here's $5,000 of my own personal money. She had no reason to do that. You guys don't understand how many people are so involved emotionally in this case because we want justice for Kylie. Yes, of course, emotions and facts you have to take, differently. They all have to be, dealt with differently. But the thing is that the emotions are proving the facts because none of it added up. And here we are dissecting dots on the screen. But guess what? Those dots on the screen are showing that one, Kylie was not, there was no way that nobody saw or didn't hear something. And there was people around her. That area was blocked off. You can see in this video that area was blocked off. There's still another vehicle up there as it happens. Like, let me rewind that for you guys a little bit so you can actually see, like, those vehicles don't just happen to just stay there. Like, they're blocked off. They blocked off that road. And like I've told you before, I have this footage of that area. I've gone minute by minute down the path that I took to make sure that my lights lined up exactly to where they needed to line up, that that everything was exactly how it should look on here. So I have been very diligent in trying to find, what part of this is that. And it's hard to tell because, like, you can see obviously the inlet right there, but you can't really see it that well because it's so pixelated. And obviously I'm hoping that the, law enforcement would have much more information and obviously better quality videos, which I don't know. I mean, I don't know how that works, but I would hope that they have better, stuff to be able to figure this out. But I mean, look, we figured it out that one night. This isn't just like I just don't understand how people were like, yep, that's an accident. That's the point that we see, that's it, but not look after it. Like, there's more that happens after. And that's where the concern comes in. These vehicles go and meet up. They sit there and they talk for a second. Then they both separate and go in two different directions. Like, look at how fast this vehicle is driving to meet up with this other vehicle. Hey, so, like, I mean, just think about it. Like, you can't just be so quick to say accident when we don't even know if law enforcement is treating this as an accident. We don't know. We have no idea because we've been told absolutely nothing. So at the end of the day, it's people that really want to get justice for Kylie that are honestly probably going to be what gets justice for Kylie. Because you can't just be so quick to be like, okay, well, I saw it go in, but that was it. No, there's so many more things that you have to look at. And so I see it in the comments. I'm reading it in the comments. I didn't, sorry, a comment got me sidetracked. I see it in the comments. Yeah, you're right. It's not going to prove anything. 100%. Correct. We don't know who these cars are. They're just lights. They're dots on the screen. We have absolutely no idea. But we're proving the fact that she was not just driving out there by herself, took a wrong turn. One, how did she make that wrong turn by herself? She was with a group of cars right then. That you don't just accidentally make that wrong turn. If you've been out there, if you've watched my footage, that turn is not just a wrong turn you make. One, you're going right. Two, when we look right and we look at where those cars are parked, they're parked at the entrance right near that entrance that she would have need to go into the lake. Those cars are there blocking that entrance. What happens after that, that's what we're still trying to figure out. Because why would she be the only car that just skirts past that other vehicles, whatever it is, and it's like, I'm going to go down this way. And nobody thinks to look that she's driving down towards the lake. And they're just like, oh, she's fine. Oh, I didn't hear a splash. If you're outside your car, you didn't hear a splash. No, I just can't, you guys. So like I said, I want to put out my information so that I can, I give you guys something to work off with your own thoughts and own things that you've picked up on. And that's what's important, is that we've, pretty much figure it out together, because there's so many different ways that you can look at this. We didn't even catch those ones around the bend until we looked at it like 6 times. You can look at something over and over and over again and see the same thing until one second it changes and you see it completely different. Just like if you watch that old live, we literally caught it on the live. It was crazy because we watched it over and over and it didn't think much of it. And I could have easily been like, oh yeah, that is, yeah, just driving in. but no, there was way more after that. And that's where my point is. Anything that I have, I put out as soon as I can. Like I said, I'm not feeling well. I tried to get this out to you guys a couple days ago. Honestly, the video I had made prior to this was much better. This is what I could do quickly. I had about 15 minutes when I actually noticed that it had disappeared. I have no idea where it went. So I'm going to go over some of these comments from you guys. Let's see. She knew that area like the back of her hand. She did not make a wrong turn. And see, that's the other part is you drive this area, you know, you guys, you know that leads you to the lake. If you drive that area, you see that changes. The scenery is completely different. Like, let me stop sharing my screen with you guys for a second. And let me show you just like how well you actually do know, because I've gone over this with you guys before. You really can tell the difference as soon as you get around that corner. I mean, you can. It's not even the same terrain. You lose all the trees, you lose all the shrubbery around you. It's really hard for me to just be like, yep, that's exactly how she just turned down that road. I'm going to go through some of these comments while this is playing. I agree. You can see the roadblock and car turning backwards. Yeah, exactly. TF. Great, respectful discussion, everyone. Like and subscribe. Oh, thank you, guys. I'm glad that, I mean, and it is hard, you know, trying to pay attention to comments, and I don't mean to not pay attention to you guys. I really do want to go over anything, and I do go back through the comments as I can. So sometimes you'll notice I don't post a live immediately, and that's so I can go back through some of the comments. And many of you guys reach out to me, and I'm still trying to catch up on emails. I will be laying on the couch all day today again, so I will be catching up on emails as I can. 80K Lassie, I went out there on October 1st, so it's on the dash cam right there. So that was the road, you guys. I don't know if you caught that, and I was looking at comments, so I apologize. But this is coming down. I mean, this is the area she would have had. This is coming down off of where the sanctuary is. So this is the right she would have had to make, and then this is the left she would have had to make. I believe it was blocked off right through here, right before you get to this area, because that's where all the cars were congregated. But it is a possibility for it to be blocked off right here. Like I said, I have to verify exactly that moment on the dash cam footage and where my lights are pointing, because as you can see, my lights are obviously going to be pointed towards that camera that night. And there are, you know, when my vehicle turns around, you can see the lights turn around. They get obviously more larger. They get larger. I totally believe the pic of those kids at the party is the kids looking out to the water watching the cars sink. I mean, Marlena, it could be. I don't know. It's really hard for me to wrap my head around how anybody just kind of, I mean, this is what she would have driven through, you guys. Where'd the trees go? And remind you, this is an area that she knows very, very well. Obviously, this isn't a party that she went to just once. We didn't see exactly, Song Whisperer. We didn't see 200 to 300 cars. I did not want to see 200 to 300 cars. And look, I even sped up because I was like, oh, I want to see how hard it is to stop. Oh, it's not hard. So, I mean, it's just really, I mean, we're still not even to the edge. Like, this is where I stopped for a second to kind of, I believe I went out. Oh no, we're still not to the edge. Yeah. I'm like, wait, no, we're still not to the edge. Like, we're still not there. But you see the terrain change? You don't think that she would have noticed that? Like, how would she not have noticed that? And I have no idea what that was. I still don't even know. I have the weirdest things I've seen on my dash cam lately. And the other thing is in the video that I was showing you guys earlier, you definitely can see my headlights across the lake, you know. I don't think she was alone either way. AWP said we only have 10%. Correct. And that's the thing is like, and I don't mean to come off rude at all if I do come off rude when I'm discussing, things, but that's the thing is people want us to give up, you guys. In any case, somebody wants you to give up because they've already accepted what they believe, and they're very quick to, you're dealing with a death. That is one of the hardest things you go through in life, is somebody passing away. Now, whether it's your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your child, it's very, very difficult. I have gone through a lot of passings in my life, and they're not easy. And the thing is you're so quick to be like, okay, I'm accepting this because it gives you some sort of peace. Mind you, that peace doesn't actually settle if you know something was wrong. And I'll give you a for instance. When my son passed away, he was not given oxygen. Now, when my son now I processed that terribly. I didn't process it. I just went on living my life. Now, when I was finally okay with that and dealing with what had happened and the fact that I had lost him, I knew that there was more to it and that there was more that could have been done. But at that moment, I was willing to accept that he had just passed away because he was a premature baby. He was a 3-pound baby, so that didn't work. And by that time, it was absolutely too. It had been too long to just be like, okay, this is what it is. So a parent is very easily going to accept what they're seeing and what they're being told. And from what I know, law enforcement isn't saying much. I mean, what are they saying? I mean, obviously they're going to tell the parents some, they're going to tell people some, but we don't know what answers she has. And I personally was willing to accept anything at that point just to heal and just to feel better. So I don't know, what that's going to come out to be. I don't know why more people aren't, more involved, I guess. But I do know that I can speak from personal experience, and that's how I've tried to keep it with you guys. I try to keep it 100 always. Is that I know with my personal experience that I was willing to accept anything just to have that not closure, but like that peace, like to be okay to wake up the next morning, if that makes any sense to you guys. And it might not, and everybody deals with things differently. But there are some things. For instance, my mother. I have a hard time with that one, and I'll talk about it one day when I can. But it's still too new. It wasn't anything like suspicious or anything like that, but it was one of those things that that it shouldn't happen. And it was all, she was fighting cancer, so I'll leave it at that. But like I said, people are willing to accept certain things to move on and heal from their pain. So with everybody saying comments like you can't certain people aren't going to see this because they don't want to. You're right. They might not want to. They might want to accept that it was an accident. They might not want to know something callous happened to their child. They might not want to know any of that. And we do not know. We cannot speak for a person that's not speaking to us. And we can't assume here. We can go off of our facts. We can go off of anything like that. So I don't know. That's why I don't discuss people's names on here, because I just don't think that's something I'm comfortable doing. That's not something that I personally will do. But there are many things that you have to look at, and lights and dots and all that might seem like it's absolutely nothing to you, but it could be everything to this case, you guys. Just like that truck could be everything to this case, and we do not know if that I was just uncomfortable by some truck that was acting strange out of every single vehicle I'd ever seen whatsoever out there. We don't know that. It could have been. Some people are just nervous like that. They don't want people around them. We don't know. But guess what? I put it out there because what if that vehicle comes up one day and it had something to do with something? And I've shown you guys, talked to you guys about that can of bubbly, the drink, and the kiwi being on top. I don't know that it was nothing, but I still took a picture of it because everything is something. You don't even know if you're walking and you're recording, if you're catching like a card that was left from there. Like there was like paper and different videos that I had seen that I was like, wait, I didn't remember seeing that when I was out there. So everything that you do, and like I said, I have hours upon hours of stuff I still need to go through. Everything you do could lead back to something, you guys. So I don't think discrediting anybody or Frank, Frank, can you tell me how she could be passed out and drive around that corner and then drive straight into this? Like, I don't understand. I can't see it. Cause I mean that I maybe I'll rewind this for you a little bit. Cause like I said, I'm not here to argue with anybody. I'm just here to show you guys what I feel and what I see and what I know from firsthand experience, you know? Kylie drove to the party. Oh yeah, no. Kylie definitely drove to the party. But you just said she was passed out. So I was just trying to figure out how did she pass out through this, and then I don't know. That white truck. Okay, so that truck was actually silver that I saw out there. So it was a silver Ford F-150. I still feel really weird about it. Perfect synopsis of this case. Everything. Where did that go? I just saw it. Oh gosh. Perfect synopsis of this case. Everything is something. Correct. Yeah, everything does feel like something. I'm going to throw up. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to be up here too long. If any of you guys wanted to come up real quick that had something they really needed to share during this live, you're more than welcome to. I really just can't do a long one today. I do need to rest, else I won't be able to get everything together because I'm not feeling well at all, you guys. Why do we assume she drove? Her car went in, but does that mean she drove her car in the water? And Jesse, that's exactly what I'm here for. I am here to be, I mean, from what it seems like right now, the oddball, you know, some of us are sticking with it, some of us are not. And that's fine. You know, sometimes you have to, you could be done with what you found. You know, you might just be honestly burnt out. I don't know. I don't know why some people move on it, and I guess I'll probably figure that out because this is the first case that I've covered on my YouTube channel. Like I said, I've always done this in the background. I figured that this hit so close to home to me, and it pulled my heartstrings so much and that I had to get involved with this. So I don't know how that works. Like if people just pick one, I know that me personally, I'm not letting go of it. And that's fine. Every channel is different. And if you know my channel, you know that I am not here to talk badly about any other channel. That is never my intention. We all go about things differently. We all bring something to the table, whether it's stuff everybody agrees on or stuff nobody agrees on. That's okay, because guess what? Each channel is actually bringing something to the table in some way, shape, or form. Whether you like the channel or you don't like the channel, people are doing their own research, and that research helps other people. And that's why I don't want to bash people, because that's not what this is about. This has never been about channels bashing channels. I don't know how it gets to that point, but it is about finding justice for Kylie in this case, and for any other victims that cases that we cover. And I'm definitely not done yet. I have so many more to go over, but like I've spoken before, I 100% have to give this one my full attention. I don't feel it's fair to pull myself off and go to something else. And that's my personal opinion. Nothing wrong with anybody else that does that. Like I said, that everybody does things differently. I know what works for me, and I know what I am capable of doing when I am feeling 100% also. Let's see. Hopefully we'll find out if the cream brulee story. Yeah. And I honestly, like I said, I don't really know. I haven't, if anybody wants to send that to me, I haven't watched any of that, you guys. Like I said, I tried to just stick with what I could find. And there was actually quite a bit going on about the video, you guys, about this video. And I want to actually make a statement about that. I received the information about the fire cam video And I checked it out myself. I don't know who came out with it. That's not for me to figure out. I take myself out of those things. And I did my own changes to it. I didn't put any overlay on it. I just changed like contrast, highlights, not pixels, particles, different things like that, because I wanted it to be as true to what it is as it can be without seeing all that reflection. So I know it's dark and I know it's not the best of the best, but I did the best that I could with what we're working with. So I tried, you guys. Thank you for staying on Kylie and not bailing on her. Yeah, and I get that question a lot. I've actually gotten that question multiple times. And I wanted to make it clear, I did not take this footage from anybody. I took it off of the fire cameras. Everybody does different things with their fire cameras footage. I actually took footage after too, because I was like, I don't know, I'm still going to do this. And I'm so thankful that I did when I did, because it was gone the next morning. I mean, all the archives are gone. Can you show car, truck, bright? Hold on, RT, I just saw your comment. Can you show the car, truck, bright lights on lower part again? Yeah, let's see. Okay, it's coming up right here. I believe this is where that one goes in. Yeah. Mind you, there's still a vehicle up here. The light, I don't know why the lights aren't even showing, but you'll see it. And then look, there was a light right there too. But that was almost like that light left down there. See what I mean? You catch something every time. But this is going to be the last time I play this part for you guys. I am going to post it with Squirrel Girl's link in it also. I really am starting to not feel good, so I do need to go lay down. The overlay in comparison to satellite images in the area provide the most context as to where the vehicle actually are. HIW there in the topography that obstructs their view. Yeah, that's why I'm using my vehicle as a reference. That way you know exactly where everything is. And see, I mean, that car just flies together. And that's the part that I find, like, that's what stuck out. And then there's mine when I'm turning around and whatever this. And I put this in the comment. I am not sure where this vehicle was. And I'm honestly thinking it might have been right here on the side, on that little road area. So I have to pinpoint that too, because I have to see if my lights match up with that too, because I still get creeped out when I watch that. I have my own theory, but purely for discussion's sake, let's say accident, no foul play. What other case has had this many red flags and then in the end ruled an accident with the majority of people agreeing? Yeah, no, I agree. I know. You do what you need to do, Cece. Do not push yourself. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, Michelle and Squirrel Girl and Rob have all been really checking in on me to make sure I'm doing okay. And RT, of course. So I really appreciate that, you guys. Another question: why does SF claim the car went in at 1250? I don't speak on other channels on my channel, so I don't know. I don't know. But I am going to go ahead and end this, you guys. I don't want to have what happened to me the other night happen again, and I feel like I'm going that way. So I really have to end this. I will try to put out another. I'll try to edit this video. This one a little more. I'll put the live out, but I'll try to edit the actual video a little more, you guys. And good pastor, that is definitely not what goes on Cece's channels, and not even why she does this. Yeah, no, I don't even know what was said. Good pastor, SF came out with the video. And that's fine. Good pastor, that's fine. Like I said, I don't know where it came from. I'm not here to argue about where it came from at all. I just want to figure it out, you guys. And I'm going to mention this. I'm going to mention this one more time. Squirrel Girl is offering a $5,000 reward. So, I mean, if anybody knows anything and you're in the Truckee area, because I can see which areas watch my videos, you guys, I can see which towns my videos are seen in. Anybody in the Truckee area that's watching this video that knows anything, please reach out to Squirrel Girl if you have information leading to what happened the night of KIELY Rodney ending up in the lake. Like this is not a joke, you guys. And that's the part that I think people are forgetting. This is still about a 16-year-old child that lost her life. So take all the drama out of it. Take all the this he said, she said, all that, whatever. And you guys, this is about KIELY, and always remember that this is not about proving anybody wrong. And everybody's work goes together, and in some way it usually helps. So I want you guys, thank you, Rob, for putting that up there. I was going to try to do that. So I have to get off here, you guys. I will post the video. I'll try to get it a little more clear after I maybe take a nap or something, but I wanted to get this out to you guys before I posted anything, like I've said. So here's the video. Go back, rewind it. If you want to screen record it, see what you can do. I just want you guys to be able to try to figure it out on your own, have a little bit more information, and don't stop fighting for KIELY, you guys. I even, like I said, I would love for somebody to prove me wrong. I'm not here to be proven right. I'm not here to swallow. I'll swallow my pride all day if you can show me factual things that this is an accident. But I'm not giving up, and I'm not going to stop fighting for KIELY. So I'm going to leave it at that. And Venice, what do you mean we're mad about nothing? She's gone by her own will. Venice, do you know something? Because I already see what you're trying to go with this. So you can feel free to email me if you have anything you want to discuss. But I work with a bunch of teenagers as a manager, and they say if there was a party, it would be on social media. Yeah. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to hop off of here. Thank you each for joining me. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day. I really do. And I hope you guys each have a great day. All right. Thanks, guys.